And then whenever you arrive to a comfortable place, you can start to welcome in some stillness. You can allow your eyes to gently close if you feel safe to do so. You can leave them open for as long as you'd like. But if they are open, practicing just glazing them over so that there's no real point you're looking at, but you can see sort of everything that's around you. And you can take a big cleansing breath if you'd like. As you inhale, let this be a long and slow, deep breath from the toes to the fingers to the head, the back, front, and side body. And just letting it all go, maybe sighing it out through the mouth. Letting that be a long, slow, and deep exhale as well. And pushing a final bit more of air out of you, even once you think you're empty. And finding that stillness at the bottom of the exhale. Allowing your inhales to come naturally. Allowing your exhales to come naturally. You can begin to feel softness wash over the body from the head to the toes. And just doing a general body scan to begin. So softening the forehead, the eyes, the cheeks, the jaw, the scalp, neck, shoulders, arms, hands, chest, ribs, stomach, hips, the legs and the feet. Just not focusing too intently on any particular area of the body just yet. Just beginning to come into that observing state in the mind. Taking inventory of the body, of all of its parts, of the mind and all of its parts. Maybe making a note of how you're starting this practice, how you're starting your day if it's morning for you. And doing your best to release any judgment with how you're doing. And trusting that however you're doing is exactly how you're meant to be doing. Even if that is in an unpleasant state or confused or scattered state. We all need to have days like that too. And not putting pressure on yourself or any expectations for this meditation practice. And trusting that some days will be better than others. Some days we may feel more receptive than on other days. But we are all meant to have that full range. So accept wherever you fall on that range at this moment. And tuning into your heartbeat and feeling that acceptance. Allowing yourself to be exactly how you already are. And this is what all goals of a meditation practice should be, is just to accept your true self, not to change yourself or to become a different and more peaceful person, but to accept the full range of who you are on any given moment, any given day. Notice how your breath is doing. And notice where your breath is wanting to travel to automatically. It may be staying within the mind and within the head, which at times when we're tired and wouldn't like to be, this can be helpful, energizing the mind. But other times if we're caught up in the head, this can just create more anxiety. So allowing your breath to travel deeper into the body, maybe guiding it into the heart center. Feeling your chest and your lungs expand as you breathe in. And really feel, as you inhale now, you can feel the front of your rib cage, the back of your rib cage, and the left side and the right side of your rib cage fill up. So you're breathing into the front, back, and side bodies. Maybe even seeing in your mind's eye what this looks like when your lungs fill up with air and how that expands the rib cage, how that expands the heart and the collarbones. And feel that space between the collarbones and your sternum getting a little bit wider and sitting a bit more proud. And then you can begin to welcome your breath to travel even deeper and come into the abdomen and the belly, maybe all the way to the lower belly. It's really grounding you into your body, into this moment, feeling that connection and support you have to the earth beneath you. And maybe sending the breath even further, all the way into the toes, into the soles of your feet. And now, that breath that we started the practice in, maybe you can see this a little bit clearer. So as you breathe in now, you can see the air filling up all the way to your toes, all the way down the arms into the fingertips, and all the way up to the very tip of your head. So that every corner, every edge of your body is being full of this air, this life force energy. And on each exhale, fully letting that breath go. Letting go of anything you don't need in this moment, anything that no longer serves you in this moment. Just allowing it to all leave the body. And you can feel your chin tuck just slightly toward the heart, so you feel the back of your neck elongate. And feeling the back of your skull in line with your pelvic floor. So your shoulders are resting over the hips, each vertebrae in your spine stacked effortlessly on top of one another. Feeling that clear channel of energy up and down your spinal cord. a visualization to help with your posture now. You can begin to visualize by once again relaxing your forehead and relaxing your eyeballs, and even feeling all the little eyelashes getting a little bit more space in between. So the corners of your eyes widen just by relaxing the muscles, not by pulling or tensing up anywhere. And feel the corners of your mouth doing the same thing, just softening. And you can turn your gaze to peer into the forehead, or maybe even rolling back further into the skull, whatever feels best for you. And begin to listen to your soundscape around you. Begin to notice whatever your natural symphony sounds like. That is unique to your location, unique to your mind, to your ears, to your body. Only you are hearing exactly what you're hearing right now. So appreciating that, your unique perspective. Hearing the sounds within the body as well as outside the body. Your own heartbeat as well as that furthest point away from you. Maybe cars, maybe planes, maybe birds. And as you peer into the mind, you can notice anything that you see. Maybe it's just black, maybe you're seeing some colors or shapes, or maybe clear visions. So now bring your attention to the very base of your spine, the space in between both sit bones. And you can envision a spiral staircase beginning to form at the very base of your spine. And it's growing down into the earth, connecting you, supporting you. And it's also growing slowly up. So you can watch this spiral staircase begin to spiral, kind of corkscrewing its way into the earth. Mother Earth will hold on to it for you and support you. And spiraling up the lower back, up the middle spine, behind the solar plexus. Spiraling around the spinal cord, coming up in the space behind the heart, between the shoulder blades, spiraling up the back of the neck, and there is a landing at the base of your skull where the staircase ends. And you can now notice a bright light that's at the center of your mind, so above the nasal cavity and beneath the crown of your head. And you realize that you're in a lighthouse. Your body is now a lighthouse with this spiral staircase going up and down. Feeling that support around the spine, so you don't even need to think about standing upright. And this bright light is shining within you and also beginning to spread outside of you. And just notice whatever this looks like for you. Not focusing too hard on envisioning what I'm saying, but just noticing what it looks like when I say the words that your body is a lighthouse. And the light is within your mind, lighting up your body as well as going outward. And this light within you serves as a guide for yourself, for everyone around you, everyone you come into contact with. Maybe seeing where you're located in your mind. Maybe you're a lighthouse that's right on a shore that's familiar to you. And you can gaze out and see the water that's around you, see the ocean as far as you can see. And see the waves. Maybe seeing other lighthouses, the other lighthouses that are in this group right now. Seeing each other, everyone's light shining brightly. And feel yourself receiving the light as well as giving the light. Receiving the light from others around you, from the sun above you, the sun within you, the sun at the core of our earth, all the lights that exist all around you all the time. Receiving all of that fully, just by acknowledging their existence. Reminding yourself of all the different sources of energy that you have to tap into any given moment. And now beginning to envision the sun above you, wherever it's located in relation to you, even if you're inside a building. Seeing that sun in your mind's eye, the sun, all of our Father. And trusting that the sun always has access to you, even through walls, even through ceilings. And just allow the sun's energy to funnel into the very crown of your head, the very tip of your lighthouse. And feeling how light attracts light. So that natural light radiating from the crown of your head, welcoming in the light from the sun. funneling it into the skull, funneling into your third eye center. And it will continue, this light will continue to funnel down and soak into the body and all of its chakras. And as it does so, it will align everything in your body with that of light. So naturally releasing anything that doesn't align with this light. The light naturally pushing out the darkness. The darkness that doesn't serve us. So feeling this light coming from the crown into the third eye, coming down the face, fully softening all the muscles in the face and in the head as it does so. Funneling into the throat, funneling down past the throat now into the heart center. Coming down further into the solar plexus and the abdomen. And dripping down into the sacral space. And finally into the root chakra. So bring all of your attention to the base of your spine at your root chakra. And maybe even envision a tiny you sitting here at the base of your spine. And seeing that spiral staircase that goes all the way up the spine. And sitting at your root chakra, feel the sensations of safety, of security. Just take over your entire body as you feel that deep connection you have to the earth that you've come from. And you can watch your little you begin to stand up and start to walk up the spiral staircase. And coming into the sacral chakra, the lower belly and the sacrum. And you pause for a moment here. And you feel the sensations of creativity, of pleasure, and just completely take over your body. Feel yourself joyful and deeply creative. All of us are. And tapping into your own joy and your own creativity that's unique to you. And you can let your little you continue to walk up the spiral staircase with your attention coming into the solar plexus, in the center of the belly, and feeling that natural heartbeat that exists within the belly. true sense of worthiness and confidence in yourself, and take over the sensations of your body. Even if that feels difficult, or if you're not sure if you're feeling that today, just trust that on a deep and cellular level, there is a well of self-love that exists here. And you can begin to slowly ascend up the spiral staircase even further. Coming into our transition chakra from the body world into the spirit world, into our heart chakra, where our body meets the spirit. Your little self resting in your heart center, feeling, maybe even dancing to that unique rhythm of your own heartbeat. And feel the sensations of self-compassion on a deep level, of gratitude, and of pure love. Feel yourself as the being of love that you are, of all the love that exists within your heart, naturally, without any of your doing. And a deep sense of gratitude for all that you have, all that you've been through, all the bad as well as all the good. Reminding yourself that the bad is something to be especially grateful for. All the lessons and the deeper contrast so that you can see the light even brighter. Reflecting on your past week, your past years, and feeling truly grateful for all that has happened. And trusting, even if you're not at the place of gratitude just yet, if there's been something recent that has been troubling, you can just trust that you will feel that gratitude eventually. It's already there. And you can begin to slowly ascend that spiral staircase, coming into your throat center. Feel that heartbeat that's within the throat. And allow a deep sense of trust, of truthfulness, and of honesty take over the sensations of your body. And knowing that that deepest truth is that of love. The truth of who you are and why you're here, and what you're doing with your time here. Being truthful with yourself, and that allows you to be truthful with others. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog barking. And can begin to come to that landing of the spiral staircase at the base of your skull. And you see your little self come into a seated position here. And you just float up the skull and rest at the third eye center for a moment or two. And feel again that deep sense of trust in your inner guide, in your intuition, in your feelings on a cellular level. Trusting that you can see yourself clearly. You have the ability to. And that is what allows you to see the world clearly. The mirror that is the world around you can only be seen clearly if you see yourself clearly. And knowing this changes every single moment. And just getting those little hints, a clear vision of who you are. And trusting where you're at in the process. And finally, your little you floats to rest on the crown of your head. Your connection to the spirit realm, to source energy, to the energy that created all of life. Feeling that innate connection we are all born with to this energy. And seeing the light radiating out of you, just like a lighthouse. Attracting the light from spirits, as well as the light from each other, from the earth. Seeing all of your chakras lit up however they are in your body. You can begin to call air back into the body, deepen your breath. Maybe feeling the energy able to flow through the body a bit more clearly with all your energy centers open. You can begin to bring your hands to prayer if that feels natural and like something you want to do. Bring them to your heart center. And feeling that connection between your palms and your fingers, between your thumbs and your heart. And gently bowing your head to your highest self, to source energy, to everyone in this group who's meditating with you. And feeling that deep sense of gratitude. Trusting you received everything you were meant to. And this practice will continue to heal you. And may you bring some of this love and light and understanding into every single thing that you do, into everyone that you see. Namaste.